Hi, my name is Cheryl and welcome to my channel Home Ridge Studio. Today I am going to show you 3 fall projects. Yes, I'm still hung up on fall because I'm not ready for it to be over and I just don't want to get into Christmas until November 1st. My house is partially decorated for fall, but not as much as I usually like to do. You can see here our gazebo is up outside our kitchen window still because I live in Michigan and it is like literally 75 degrees outside. Who has heard of that? The end of October. I mean, it's crazy, but we enjoy sitting outside and taking in the fresh air and whatnot as long as we can, because probably next weekend it'll be in the 30s and then we'll have to take it all down. Anyway, here is my family room. Here's some stuff I did last year, these pumpkin candles, and I bought these pillows this year from Walmart. I love them. I think they're so cool. And here's our backyard again, and that maple tree is absolutely stunning. This video doesn't even do it justice. The leaves are just so beautifully red. Here's my mantle that I need to fix. Anyway, here's part of my craft room, and it's not done yet. I'm not done crafting for fall. I wish fall would last one more month. Because I love it. It's my favorite season. Here's my mess that I'm still wanting to craft. And here's my summer stuff that's still out. Anyway, with all that being said, I just want you to know that I appreciate you being here. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. If you're not, consider subscribing to my channel. Check out what I make, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up. And with all that said, let's go craft. Here is the first DIY that we're going to do. And here's the things that you're going to need. An acorn from the Dollar Tree. And these are from the Dollar Tree too. They have welcome, and they also have one that says home. Some jute twine, and I don't think I use these pit berries, but you can. Some embellishments. Waverly white chalk paint. Waverly Antique, and also Waverly ink, and I didn't show you that, as well as some gold paint. But later on, instead of using gold paint, I used gold paint pens, which are from the Dollar Tree, and they worked better. Anyway, so we're just going to remove that tag and pick the better side, because we're going to stain it with this Waverly wax. And I just brushed it on really good, really thick and heavy. And oops, my brush fell actually into the bottle. That was fun digging it out. Got my hands all full of wax, and it's hard to get off your hands actually. You got to kind of get it right away. Anyway, so I painted the sides, and I actually stained the back just really light. And then just take a baby wipe or a towel that's wet and then wipe it all off as much as you can. And then I took a pencil and I drew a line at the top of the acorn just so I had a line to guide me. And this is the Waverly ink that I forgot to show you in the beginning. And I'm just painting the top in the ink. And this is an angled brush. I love these angled brushes because you can really get in there and give it some detail and get in these tight little nooks and crannies, and you know, you can make kind of half circles a lot easier than you can with a thicker brush or an unangled smaller brush. And now I'm just taking a blow dryer, and I'm going to blow dry it because I'm impatient and I want this to dry really fast so I can continue filming for you guys. And now I'm going to tape it off after it's fully dry. Make sure this is fully dry, and you'll see in a minute that mine was not, even though it looked like it. I probably should have let it sit for a couple hours, but I didn't. And so now I'm just taping it off. See right there where I just pointed? that is a mistake. We're going to need to fix that. And now I'm drawing. Instead of taping it, I'm drawing because I want it on an angle and I need some kind of a guide to follow. And there I'm fixing that so that doesn't all get painted white or left black. And so see, with the little pieces, I was able to kind of make it look like it's kind of in a half moon shape. And so with MacKenzie Childs, they do kind of pull the black into the white. So it's like white, black, and outlined in gold. So that's kind of what I was doing. Although because it wasn't fully dry, there's a little bit more black to it, so I had to go back and repaint it. Then I blow dried that, pulled the tape off, and now make sure that this is super dry or it's going to pull the paint off of it. So I'm putting these back on, and I'm just painting the white again. And so you can see how I did it like every other one. So you put 3 pieces of tape down, you pull the one up in the middle, and then 3 more, and then pull one up in the middle, and then after you do it that way vertically, then you do it the horizontal way. And so the grand finale here for that, done. And I did make a little error, but that's okay because we can fix it. It's nothing major. And I did that top left-hand corner there. So the gold paint pen you can get at the Dollar Tree. Do not use the chalk one. As you can see on the very top of that acorn there, I used the chalk and it kind of bled into the white, so I had to go back and paint it over. It didn't take very long, and I didn't want to show you because don't use the chalk. And you can, if you have a steady hand, you can use the paint too, which I got from Michael's, I believe. But this pen is easier, and that's what it looks like. And so now we're ready to embellish it, and I'm going to use that dark welcome sign because I think it looks better than the silver. And when you're hot gluing metal down, don't touch the metal on the other side that the hot glue's not on, because it's really hot. It will burn you. Not to mention the hot glue will burn you, but even on the side that the glue's not on, if you touch that, it will burn. That's why I have my little spatula. Now I'm just gluing some leaves on and some berries. And I believe these were all from the Dollar Tree. If not, you can get them from the Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann Fabrics. Especially now, this time of year, they're all on clearance. And so I put some jute string there, and I pulled it through. And now I'm putting some beads on. You can get square beads or round beads from the Dollar Tree. And I left them the natural color. I really like them. I think there's 8 of them on there. And then now I'm taking that pen and I'm going over it in gold. And that's it. Super simple, super easy. Okay, DIY number 2. This is a little faded because it's so bright and sunny out, and this is a better picture of it. We're going to make a house, or kind of like a little neighborhood. This is kind of like a fall Halloween type thing. Anyway, so you're going to use some, or need some paper. Got this at Hobby Lobby. Some of these arrows, the fence, and 3 arrows, I should say, and then 2 of the fence pieces, and some paint and glue and scissors and whatnot. So first we're going to take these 2 fence pieces, and I believe I did get these at the Dollar Tree. And then I watered that antique Waverly wax down really well. And probably too much so that it took a long time for these pieces to dry. So the front and the back was painted stained. And then I took a blow dryer and took off that sticker. It works like a charm. It melts that glue and you can peel it right off. And you don't even need to put it on there for like 10-12 seconds. And then I removed the strings and I kept them for another project. And see, there's holes there, and I want to use the black as the roof, but I want to cover up the holes. If you can't find these pieces, there are other arrows that you can use. You may have to put a little bit of wood glue in there to cover them up. And I didn't cut the triangular part, I just cut the rectangular part. And I did that to all 3 pieces. And then we're just going to take a glue stick and glue them on all 3 pieces. So now take an X-Acto knife or scissors, whatever you have, and trim off the edges. And then now I'm taking a sanding block and I'm going to sand off the rest of what I couldn't get with the X-Acto knife. And then you're going to want to sand going down, not up, so it doesn't lift the paper up. Just sand down and all around, or you can sand any way you want, just don't go up so it pulls the paper off. And now I'm going to glue 4 blocks, 2 on both sides of the middle piece. So figure out which paper you want your middle piece to be, and then 4 blocks, 1 right across from each other and up and down from each other. And now I figured out it's probably the best thing to use is the ruler, because I can keep it straight there. So I just tucked that up underneath both of those houses, got it as straight as I can. And I moved the houses to the very edge to make this, you know, as wide as I could. And I glued that right on top. So now I'm going to show you really quickly that I'm kind of playing with this fence right here, trying to figure out how I want it, because I want it to be not flat. I kind of wanted it to be more 3D. So as you can see, I put a little cube on it to raise it. And then this one I don't want raised. I'm going to glue right onto the pumpkin house. And now I need another block glued in down there to keep it stable. And now take 2 popsicle sticks that I forgot to tell you about in the beginning, but if you're a crafter, I'm sure you have popsicle sticks, or you could take dowel rods and then just glue them in the back with some hot glue for extra stability. So I'm going to take 2 cubes and hot glue them together, and then hot glue them to the house and to the fence there. And this works really well because the whole piece stands and it's not flimsy. Because it's dimensional, it really stands well, I guess is what I'm going to say. And I thought the roof tops were plain, so I'm going to take some ribbon, just trying to figure out which one. I have this black, like it looks like ticking ribbon, I guess. It's black. I got it from the Dollar Tree. Yeah, I did. And I just cut it off on an angle, and I tried to glue it on just with regular glue, but it didn't stick, so I just put hot glue on it. Sometimes I don't like to use hot glue with ribbon because you can see through it, but this, I didn't put a whole lot of hot glue on it, so it stuck. And then I'm going to take some of this lacy, it's like a twine kind of ribbon. Got it from the Dollar Tree too, and I'm just going to put it on the roof of the two end homes, and that's what it looks like. And see, I'm going to show you the inside and the underneath. So now it's time to embellish. And I have this little pumpkin that I'm going to glue up there. And I had these little haystacks from the Dollar Tree. And these little pumpkins on the sticks. Those are kind of cool. The stems are really long, so I clipped them off. And so when I place things, when I embellish things and I place things, I always first put them on there without glue and kind of play around with them a little bit. And then when I like the way they're placed, then I glue them on. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but believe me, you'll be happy in the long run if you do it that way. And these are little leaves I did get from Hobby Lobby. And this is just a piece of, what do you call it? Just like hay that I made a little shoelace bow with and put it in the center house. And you probably recognize these sunflowers are from the Dollar Tree. I just pulled the wire out, glued it on. Now I'm taking a dry brush. Do not do this with a wet brush. And just stick it in the chalk paint and go around the whole fence. And I went around that pumpkin because that pumpkin was really bright, so I wanted to like dull it a little bit. And the same thing with this white chalk paint. I just went in with a dry brush and just barely touched it. Just get the tips and the insides and the edges to make it look like it's a kind of a weathered, you know, fence, I guess. And this is what it looks like when it's done. And here's another picture with my little gnome on the end and some leaves and the little basket of pumpkins. And here is the next project. And this is just a floral arrangement. I wanted to challenge myself with this plate because I didn't like it. I bought it. I don't know why I bought it. I didn't like it. And I thought, you know, I'm going to try to make this look pretty. So I had this, I don't know what it is. It's kind of like a, you've seen it before. The Dollar Tree has a ton of it in different colors. I don't know what it's called, but if you know, leave me a comment down there. I forgot, but it's like, oh, it's mesh. It's like a mesh rope. So anyway, I just made 2 circles around the inside. And then I hot glued a piece of foam down to the middle, which I also got from the Dollar Tree. And these daisies are from the Dollar Tree. I thought they were kind of a transition between summer and early fall, not late fall, but I had a ton of them and I wanted to use them, and I thought that that would pull the white out in the plate. So I just put, I think there are 2 bunches of daisies I used, but you can use any flowers, you can use any charger plate that you want. They have a ton of different colors, and they have white ones now that are really pretty. I picked up a couple of those, and that'll be for a Christmas video. And so To fill in the holes so you don't see the foam, I just put in this moss from the Dollar Tree, and that blessed sign, or yeah, the blessed tag thing here is from the Dollar Tree, and it's a leather. And these are green pumpkins, and then this is a big blue one, and they're all the velvet pumpkins. And I thought that would be a nice touch on top there. So this is not a traditional fall piece, but if you don't like the traditional colors and you have more pinks or blues or purples, I mean, they have purple leaves and all different colors. This is kind of what I'm doing. I'm making something completely different and not traditional. And then I'm going to put in a couple of those fall leaves in there just to give it a little bit of the fall flavor, like maybe early fall. And there you have it. So now we need to hang this. Unless you put it on like a plate wrap, you can do that. But I am going to use this mesh rope because I had some left over from this. And I'm just going to hot glue it. So you want to make sure that when you put this on here, when you glue it, that it's even on both sides. So it will hang even. And then when it dries, you're going to want to kind of see how it lays, and then you might have to glue it up closer to the top. And that's it. There you have it. A non-traditional fall wall hanging. And this is what it looks like on my wall. Anyway, thank you again for watching. I really appreciate you. And again, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel, and please like it too, because it helps my channel grow. And with all that said, have a very beautiful fall season, and I will see you again. I'm going to try to get one more fall video out before November 1st. Anyway, have a blessed day. Bye.